said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Dumps it to the back. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
They go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And the Aggies with the 1st and 10. Right back to the well. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on second down. Quickly complete. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Quick handoff. Runs for the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to the big tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
That tells you a lot about their confidence of this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The give to the tailback. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Touchdown, Bulldogs! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
So many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? It's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. We'll get him.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. He is a field flip jumping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Rourke. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Still looking, on the move. And that ball is live in the backfield. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Using his feet. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Power football with the run. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
On the run, it's Stockton. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This is a designed run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Harvey. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's good. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. Inside the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
On the run from inside his own 5. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They try to get it outside on the left. Turning it on! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now on second down. Off play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. The short hands, it's shut. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense because on fourth down, they had enough yards to pick up the first, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
Wants to go up top on first down. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Aggies want to move quickly. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. It's caught downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Under fire! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. DB's right up on the receivers. Tight end now in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it inside the 30. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Might be looking to run. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. It's good. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. A&M comes back out with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll immediately call timeout.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll throw it. Snags it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looks as if he's going to run it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Aggies will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Got a man. It's Shuck. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 35 over South Carolina. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas A&M has it back and the offense ready to go to work. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Good. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Inside, touchdown, Texas A&M. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO fired complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time, because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here's the handoff. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Dogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Just rip off huge chunks of yardage like that. Christian Kirk, Mike Evans, so many guys over the years have done it well for the Aggies. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about the play by the big defensive lineman? Not known for interceptions, usually getting after the quarterback, stopping the run. Had a chance to make an interception and then do something with it. Take it all the way back to the house. No, ladies and gentlemen, that was not in slow motion, but he got in the end zone, and that's all that matters.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on first down. finds his big tight end. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. In the final period of this one. Back has it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Here we go, Zach. Big guy smells it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zero.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. UNLV is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to New Mexico. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he's still running after the move. All out of space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That's caught. It's Stockton.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Creates a little room. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory. But you're also, field goals aren't 100% at this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick. Just try to keep this drive alive and try to go get extra points.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Spillman. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Back to pass. He tries to take the top off. Touchdown, Aggies. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Rourke. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll try to get outside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Under fire. It's complete to the left. It's a fumble on the play. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
On fourth down, going to the air. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
To the air on first down. Got him downfield. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Finds the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. And how about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 300.
Fake the spike, and now he's going to throw it. Floats it out in space. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Unloads it left. He's got it. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that. They were physical, and they were able to force them into the play.
They'll toss it to the left. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the